All right, I just got back in from watching Toy Story 5. Let's talk about it.
Do you, Forky, take Karen Beverly to be your beloved bride?
Yeehaw! I now pronounce you husband and knife. Who poisoned the maid of honor?
Toy Story 5 was directed by Andrew Stanton, best known for his other work with Pixar like WALL-E, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, co-written with Kenna Harris, and we get Tom Hanks and Tim Allen returning to their roles as Woody and Buzz Lightyear. We also get Joan Cusack reprising her role as Jessie, joined by Conan O'Brien, Scarlett Spears, Greta Lee, Shelby Rabara, and Craig Robinson. It's set 2 years after the events of the fourth film, as the toys deal with the presence of Lilypad, a tablet, and the new favourite plaything of Bonnie. When Bonnie receives a Lilypad tablet as a gift and becomes obsessed, Buzz, Woody, Jessie, and the rest of the gang go head-to-head with the all-new threat to playtime. So, where do I sit with Toy Story 5? Let's say all of the good stuff first. It's a Toy Story movie, and it doesn't quite capture the charm of the original trilogy as such, but the movie's very funny. I laughed a lot in the film. There's some really funny, great moments in this. Conan O'Brien is great in the movie. Through and through, it's a very Toy Story movie, and it is a Jessie movie. This one is really focused on Jessie's story. There's some emotional moments that did get me at times, but I have to say, it's not the best Toy Story. And I never thought it was going to be. You know, the original for me is the original. I saw that one in the cinema. I was 5 years old when that came out. And I've grown up with the series as it's progressed. But it's got to a point now where, you know, I'm one of these people that think Toy Story 3 was a great ending for that trilogy. Toy Story 4 was fine. Like, I have my issues with it, but there's some good moments there. Toy Story 5 seems to try and relate with today's kids, which doesn't kind of work because not everyone of these kids is right now is on these leap pad tablets, right? And I feel like this one is going to date a lot worse than the rest of the movies. Like 1 to 4, 1 to 3 especially, are very relevant even today. They're going to be relevant in 10, 20 years. This one isn't going to date that well because in 10 to 15 to 20 years, kids aren't going to be using these tablets. There's going to be something else. And so they'll watch the back and go, you know, I didn't have one of these. Or, you know, I think it really relates to parents now because they're seeing their kids with these leapfrogs now. 10 years, those parents aren't going to be wary of this. And we would have probably ironed out a lot of the tech issues that are happening today. Like, we're already banning tech for under 6. Well, we're already banning social media for kids under 16. So in 10, 15, 20 years, things are going to look a lot different. And I feel like a lot of today's tech problems aren't going to necessarily be around, or at least be the same issues in all those years. But when they watch back Toy Story 1, it's kids playing with toys, and there'll always be kids playing with toys. There isn't enough Woody and Buzz for me, like the actual Buzz. Now, there's a whole army of Buzz in Buzz in this movie. You've seen that in the trailers, and that kind of goes nowhere. They're there at the beginning of the film, and they do something later on in the film, but it feels like it all led up to that point, and it was like, well, they could have written something else. They could have done something else to make that happen. Like, it just felt a bit strange for me. Like, it kind of went nowhere in that subplot. Like, I was like, the whole way through, I was like, where is all this Buzz Lightyear stuff leading? And it doesn't go anywhere. The best bits about Woody, I really liked the fact that they played on the age of Woody. You know, he's balding, he's got a bit of a gut. Like, does that make much sense? Eh. But it was funny. Not enough Rex, Potato Head, Slinky Dog. Those characters are, again, just like Toy Story 4, really pushed out. And I think it really is because we have too many characters now, and it's unfortunate. Bullseye gets a lot of time in this movie, and I kind of like that. I like Bullseye's character. The fact that he doesn't have to speak and he can still be entertaining is great. But I did halfway through check the time, and I was kind of like, this is not as fun as the other movies. Like, the other movies just feel like they go at lightning speed and like it's over before you know it, especially with the first three movies. Like, it's done and you're like, oh, that was so like over before you know it. And with this, I was like, okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Let's see what we're doing. Where is this going? And it's unfortunate, but I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was great in terms of animation style. It's exactly what you expect with Toy Story. Not much of a leap between 4 and 5, just like there wasn't much of a leap between 1 and 2. Well written, but the fact that it was a Jessie story didn't really, I don't know, that's just not what I wanted to see with Toy Story 5. I kind of felt like Jessie's movie was kind of Toy Story 2, was it not? We got a lot of her story in Toy Story 2. We got a lot of resolution because she found her group and she found a new owner in Andy. So I feel like Toy Story 2 was kind of Jessie's film. So for Toy Story 5 to focus on Jessie, kind of felt like I didn't really want to see that. I feel like it should have been more of an ensemble against the Leap Pad, right? But I will say I like the message. It's just that this message won't be relevant forever, whereas the other movies' messages will be. So there is that. I'm not going to spoil anything, but what I will say is, for those that have seen it, I'm naming my son Skeletor. That'll make more sense if you've seen the movie. Now, it's interesting because it's absolutely not top rating for me. It's not cinema worthy. I'd honestly be happy watching this at home. I guess I would buy this on Blu-ray. Like I said, it's not a bad film. Don't take that away from it. Not just because I'm saying it's not as good as the other ones. Still doesn't make it a bad film. Like, this is a fun film. Lots of good jokes. Well written. Good animation. Just doesn't capture the same charm. Not really aimed at me, even though I grew up with the series. So I kind of feel a bit sour about that. Like, I want to see grown-up Sid, right? With PTSD that Woody gave him. It would have been great. I would like to see Andy's kid, right? Andy's kid finding a toy, or like make something out of the original trilogy that resonates with people that grow up with it, but is relevant to today's kids. Because I would say even the kids in my screening tonight were bored. Kids running around, kids making noises. Like, I feel like the parents were more engaged in the film than their kids were. So that to me just says something. But guys, what do you think of Toy Story 5? Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you going to wait for it to come to Disney Plus, or are you going to go out and see it? Has this movie review tempted you to go see it, or convinced you not to? I want to know down in the comment section below your thoughts, and I will be dropping a ranking for the Toy Story franchise. I'm also going to be dropping a ranking for the Pixar movies. I'm going to be dropping reviews this week for Jackass, or the Jackass movies. Because we've got Jackass, Best and Last, and we've got Supergirl out as well next weekend. So I'm going to drop my review for Superman. Lots going on. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. It's super hot here in the UK, so I am sweltering. Sitting under this light is killing me. But guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you real soon with the next one. Take care.